we're going to be casting this Echoleague 2 game here. And let me turn off my phone sound. And we've got a first ban tree, first ban bristle going back and forth. I'm actually going to speed up the draft a little bit. Not the most exciting thing in the world to cast when it is a replay cast, so we can just go through the draft a little faster. And then once we get towards the draft develops, I can talk about kind of my thoughts on it, and we can go through the game itself. I'm not going to speed up during the game, even though it is quite a bit long. But I am thinking about that, so. Okay. So, the first bans are Tree, Ursa, Bristle, and Abaddon. This is, like it says, SEA. I believe SEA was the server it was played on. And then we have Sand King, Underlord, and Sven. I like the Abaddon ban, because they banned the Ursa. And Ursa is one of the carries that is just reliable to pick up to just shut an Abaddon down in lane. Underlord's an interesting pickup in response. I don't think he's the strongest offlaner, but he is very strong against a lot of carries, particularly Lifestealer and Ursa are the two that I think handle him pretty well. Other than that, like a lot of heroes just get Firestorm down. Like it's very difficult to deal with an Underlord once he gets some levels on you and he can really pressure you. So I'm not sure about the Underlord with the Sven though. I guess you get the control and the team fight over items. I'd almost prefer a Darkseer with the Sven. Like you just set up for that, you know, vacuum into stun, into God Strength, and everyone dies. Sand King MP, I'm not a big MP believer, especially in organized play, but he can be good. So we'll see what they have planned out for it. They ban out the Zeus though. I guess they're worried about a more global strat, so maybe they'll see them ban out a Tinker. I do like that the Underlord is kind of well situated to deal with a Nature Prophet. You can TP back, Firestorm down some waves, and then you can just ult into the fight, so you're not left on a 4-on-5 situation, which is kind of how Nature's Prophets always seem to work. So it's like how the best makes work. You set up those odd man rushes to say. So, but yeah, we get the Zeus ban, Silencer ban. Lifestealer's taken out. So yeah, they've taken out the two carries that really deal with Underlord pretty well are gone. I don't love Lifestealer against Sven, but it's not bad. You know what I should do though is I should turn off the announcers, because as much as I love Rick and Morty, it's not great when you're actually casting, and nor is it great when you're speeding through and you're hearing all the voice lines and crazy. So they pick up an Enigma, like I guess Jungle Enigma? I'm so confused. So they got a Faceless Void carry, a Nature's Prophet offlane, or some sort of variation of that. One's offlane, one's carry. Jungle Enigma, support Underlord, or offlane Underlord, or an offlane Enigma. I'm not sure what's going on here. They ban out the Omni Knight. So then we're left with a Jakiro. So yeah, they got a really good push strat. Like Underlord pushes pretty hard with Firestorm and just the ability to kind of keep waves pressured. Use Firestorm to clear the waves, Jakiro to clear the waves, and have Enigma and Sven sit back and counter initiate while you whittle down towers. Witch Doctor gives us some wave clear with Cask, but Eidolons kind of just eat up the Cask bounces without being too painful for people. So I think I like the Asian Wall Builders draft better. A lot depends on the mid picks though. It looks like both teams save the mid, and yeah, they ban out Invoker, they ban out the Storm Spirit, so two good bans there. They don't have a lot of lockdown on the side of Asian World Builders. They're actually the Tutuy Gaming's the one that banned it, but they've got Sand King, they've got Faceless Void, so that's not so bad a situation for catching a storm. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Meanwhile, everything is pretty dodgeable, except for Underlord's Pit's really annoying to play around. It's a storm, you gotta just avoid the area. But so let's see what the mid picks are, and then we can get into this game. They pick up an Alk. Okay, we're going Super Greed on the side, and they pick an OD. So looks like that's either support Underlord or a from there, and that's Keen will be taking that. I'm not sure what the MMRs of these teams are. We'll try to take a look at that. Get here and I can get an idea. Because again, I'm not sure what division these guys are in, but I did see that they didn't have casts, so we will give them one on VOD and go from there. This is a 2-game series. This one's about an hour, and I think another one went a little quicker. We'll cast both, get them knocked down, and then I'm going to do one more probably later in the week, so that way I can let the Echoleague people league know. I do like to cast. It just didn't work out with my schedule and co-casters for me to get more than 2 series in. I was supposed to do a third, but just kind of that one fell through. I think they ended up, somebody canceled on them and they came back, so we'll see. I got some nice cosmetics around. New Sven stored, some nice stuff. New Sven stored. When was this game played? I don't know. Curry Irving, interesting, given that Irving just requested a trade recently. So, okay. So, there was indeed no broadcaster for this. We'll go here. Oh, no, we are still in player perspective. That's not what I want. Oh, free camera. Close this up. Asset denies. And then, from there. So then, let's take a peek at MMRs. We see them. 3K, 3K, 2K, 4K. So this is probably Division C. It could be Division B. I'm not sure the exact design lines here, but either way, so. Looks like up here we've instantly got a smoke and a quick ward down here from the Witch Doctor. It looks like his smoke's going to be broken. He does block out this camp. Oh, he does get out. So it does look like it is a support Underlord. He's pulled the Tangle to mid. This is something I haven't seen before, so we'll have to see how it works. He's starting out with the Pit of Malice, and then Jakiro is starting out with getting murdered. Yeah, they were planning to smoke here, but the Witch Doctor just didn't commit his coconut. There's the Sprout, level 1 Sprout. Oh! The coconut bounces, but doesn't get the Jakiro enough. Do they have Orb of Venom? No, Void is going for more carry build. This other stun comes out. They go Ice Wall, so a lot of skill points committed to level 1 stuff. Now they can just punch out this Underlord, who isn't that tanky without a Stout or his Atrophy Aura. And now we've got the Void TPing down bot. The Alchemist that they have is going to go mid, so it looks like it is going to be carrying. Alk's just going to get his rune taken, I think? Oh, that feels so bad. You want Greel's Greed level 1, and you still just had your rune taken from you when you made an aggressive move there trying to secure it. Did not work out there for DGF. Nice response by Asian wall builders. Now JC has gone this fairly greedy build. Not much regen. It's going to be against Enigma though, so shouldn't be pressured too much. And this Underlord's just like chilling mid. Looking to cause some trouble for this Alchemist against an OD. Not a great matchup for the Alk. Does have the Stout Shield and 2 branches, 1 Pool Tingo, but definitely at a pretty big disadvantage until he can get some levels up. Witch Doctor's going to help him out though. No lucky bounce there. So it looks like they're just going to dual lane mid. Meanwhile up top they're going to just leave the Faceless Void solo. Pretty good response here. Nature's Prophet really does punish Sven pretty hard in this lane. You just a ranged hero, you can just keep punching him over and over again. Especially when you have either boots. He didn't go for the Null Tiles build, which would probably be better for this. Yeah, Icewell Point and Sprout is going to hurt for sure. So it feels bad, man. Just gonna, looks like they're kind of rotating top. Again, this OD should be crushing the Elk, but the OD is doing pretty well here. Or the Elk is doing pretty well so far. Now the acid spray spam just begins, and it is awful to deal with. Should be able to get these denies though. Yeah, that hurts. Oh, nope, doesn't get that one. So, meanwhile down bot, the Enigma's farming quite well, and this Void is not doing so well himself. Just getting bullied by Eidolons, it looks like. Doesn't go up and cancel his Clarity though. It's gonna be painful. Already's got 7 last hits, denying out last here. With the die creep and just being a ranged hero against the Void is able to do a lot. So now we've got a pause. So we will probably fast forward through this pause. Hopefully it's not. Okay, nope. It is a short pause. That's good. The Underlord is still level 1. Sven's level 2 at least, but doesn't have much. Oh, this hero getting going on. Gets caught up by the Sand King. He's quite low. First blood there. Oh, and they're going to get the Sven too, it looks like. Oh, nope. Hit him, Alice. Maybe get him out. Yeah. Oh, this Witch Doctor, though. Oh, just hitting him over the tree line with the vision. Nice plays by him. He is able to get out, though, with just a few HP, but with no salve here, he's going to have to go home. That's the downside of going so greedy with these Quell Stout. You don't bring enough regen. You just get punished out of lane. Same thing with this Void. You know, he's not actually getting punished, but these Eidolons should be able to put the hurt on him. Gets a nice bash. Sand King's going to try to make a play on the Enigma. It's not a bad call. This Enigma's playing forward so aggressively. Meanwhile, mid though, this Alchemist is doing way better than I think he should be against this OD. Looks like OD's got his bottle, but man, if an Alk's going even on Athenian on last hits, that's not great as an OD. You should be trying to punish him. Oh, looks like down bot, they did have that smoke around play with the Witch Doctor and the Sand King, and they get the kill. But the Eidolons end up finishing off the Void for it, so doesn't get the XP for it, but still means that the kill, the rotation by two heroes to just trade kills is not great. Looks like Alk, he's stacking up camps. No, they don't have stacks for him, but I feel like the build here against the Alk with the Acid Spray spam isn't necessarily the Astral Max. It's you want to get some points in your queue so you can just punch him out of lane. Because right now, he's doing better than the Alk, but not by enough. Meanwhile, up top, the Sven's getting pressured some, but looks like the Nature's Prophet is prioritizing the pressure. Oh, with Jakiro up here, actually. He's no longer got that support, so he has to be a little more careful. Alchemist is freely able to grab these runes up, though, so that's giving him a lot of sustain. And I feel like this Alk's going to come online at this rate before the OD is really ready to fight, and that's pretty bad. A lot comes down to this Enigma is getting so much in this offlane, though. He's already got Soul Ring, he's working on his Arcanes, he's got 17 last hits. He's out-farming the Void still, which is not great. So, meanwhile, top, not a whole lot of action coming. Now the Nature's Prophet's a little scared. The Underlord is still in level 3, but he's got his boots down. He's just kind of waiting to see if the Prophet will come up. He's on level 3. Oh, looks like they're going to go for the gank on this Enigma. They've got the Sprout. They got the Sprout into the stun. Gets the stun. There's a root that comes out, but the Coconut's going to finish this off. Firestorm does a fair amount of damage. This Nature's Prophet might go down to these Eidolons. They actually hit really hard. They're chasing him down. The Jakiro's also TP'd down, and the Witch Doctor just didn't go in. Kept going in and just gets blown up. Oh, this Jakiro is out of position again. Gets stunned up. Oh, there's one bash. Is there a second bash? He gets the Ice Wall behind. Is the Void going to go for it? Of course the Void's going to go for it. But I think he's going to pay for this life. He doesn't have another jump. He uses his time dilation, but I don't think that's enough. They just need one more hit to kill this Void. He's got the Firestorm. If he just uses the Firestorm, and the Underlord gets it. Nice kill for him. Big for an Underlord, support Underlord to get some stuff done around the map. Get a kill like that, even though you were trading kills, you know, if they're going on your Enigma, you gotta respond somehow. So, meanwhile, up top here, the Sven's just farming away. He's doing pretty well on the CS, certainly better than the Void counterpart. So, see, he's going for the Mask of Madness there. Coconut thrown around kind of willy-nilly, not to really do much. And then Nature's Prophet comes up to TP. Meanwhile, this Alk, though, is doing quite well. It's now level 6. It's very difficult to force him out of lane, especially when you don't have your Q levels up. He's just able to, yeah, look at that. OD doesn't have a level Q, so he's able to do some extra harass there, but Alk doesn't really care. He's more than happy to Acid Spray out the wave and then just farm up the jungle. They don't have stacks for him though, so I think they need to test him. Oh, up top we've got, they found the Sven alone with the Witch Doctor and the Sand King. They've gotten one stun on him. I think they should be able to kill him. Yeah, Nature's Prophet's going to come in. He's going to die to the Maledict. Now we got a TP in from the Underlord and the Chikiro. They're there. Underlord's sitting there all by himself. The Sand King's holding the stun. Does get the stun off. They get out the Treants. Firestorm's going to do a lot of damage. Might take down this... Yeah, this Witch Doctor's going to die, I think? Oh no, he does live for now. Chikiro's going to finish him off. The Sven actually is respawned and comes back in, and the OD's also rotated. They do end up killing there, and I fully believe this is SE Dota's, because this is some YOLO fighting crap. This Nature's Prophet's just going to die to the tower. No escape for him. They did force some mid-rotation, though. Looks like the Enigma has been able to take advantage bot and pressure this Void. But the trade-off, the big trade-off, is that the Alchemist got quite a lot of damage to this tower mid, and is able to take the last hit lead on the OD. Not something you want. They could potentially hold him here. This, if you Astral him now and his ult, yep. They put down the Firestorm a little early, gonna miss a few ticks from there, but his ult's actually down. So now the Alp's pretty swishy. He pops his salve. I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's running to the shrine. Do they have another Astral in them? No. No mana on the OD. The downside of having this not maxing the aura build, he's going for more points in the orb, which gives him some more harass, but doesn't have any sustain for it. Meanwhile, they go on the Enigma again. Do get the kill bot while that was all going on, but he does get a counter kill on the Witch Doctor, so traded kill for a kill. This game has been pretty back and forth, 8-7. Even from there, you can see that they definitely got more out of it on the Radiant side for the Enigma kill, but they don't have a whole lot on this Prophet yet. Has his phase boots working on his drum. It looks like they're just going to try to push and make space for this Alchemist to get fat. Void does have his Chrono, but I don't know if they have the damage. Enigma's rotated back in. Still has his Black Hole, which he hasn't used yet. No point in Midnight Pulse yet. Let's see what build the Alch's going for. He's already got his armlet up, he's working towards his relic and his boots of travel, so he's got his armlet sometime under 9 minutes. Pretty dang solid, again, especially against an OD. Meanwhile, up top, we've got a full-on fight again. Looks like they caught out the Nature's Prophet into a Pit of Malice, but Sven is quite low. He doesn't have mana for a stun. He does have mana for his Warcry, but they're just going to drag the Creep Wave away, and they keep putting pressure on this Sven. He's farming well, but they forced him out on the lane again before they got the kill on him. You know, this Enigma is just constantly applying pressure to this tower. Hasn't gotten much damage on it yet, though, so. Well, top the Enigma's there, but you can already see this Alchemist is starting to pull ahead. He's got his Max Greave now. They don't really have the stacks going, though. ODs. Oh, no, doesn't successfully take the rune. It's just going to run off there. Alk. They did block the Ancients with this ward here, so that's good. Don't allow him to farm these Ancients, but still. It's tough to deny him. He's acid sprays at max level, so without a concentrated effort to gank him. He did pop his ult kind of in a panic there, so it's going to be down on cooldown for quite a bit still. That was the big nerf to Alchemist, to make his ult 55 seconds. Much harder to use it just constantly. That long cooldown. Faceless Void's still waiting for a chance to use the Chrono, but I don't want to just keep pushing it in. No rotation yet from anyone to help secure it. Looks like he's going for the Blink first on the Enigma, not the Mech, which seems a little strange given their team comp. Meanwhile, the Acid Spray plus the Witch Doctor is more than enough to just push the OD out of lane. He's going Force Staff Treads first, and I feel like this Alchemist is going to start taking over this game soon. They really need to get some... Oh, and down bot, they have the Nature's Prophet came in, TP'd in. Looks like they chronoed the Enigma while I was watching the mid tower. And MP came in for the +1, and they got a kill out of it. Enigma still didn't use his Black Hole, though, still saving up for his Blink. I think at this point, maybe he needs to go to the woods. Underlord... Maxing Pit of Malice. I have not seen this build. They could potentially kill this Prophet. Oh, he gets the Firestorm on him. And Pit of Malice. He does get out of it though. His drums are up, so he's pretty fast. And Enigma's back in, but they're TPing in more. Chikiro's walking down. The Odie's watching him. Meanwhile, the Sven's just constantly pushing top. Still has Zolt, has his Mask of Madness Brown Boots, and it's got a big wave. They're going to lose a tier 2 over this. Meanwhile, the Nature's Prophet's in some trouble getting run down by the Chikiro, and they're trying to bail. They don't have Chrono. He's just trying to push right now. Meanwhile, Sven shoved in, got about half the damage in the tower. Witch Doctor's actually here. He could just get stunned up and killed. No, he's just going to use the Mask of Madness with the Warcry to get the heck out. Oh, Nature's Prophet's here. Can he get in range of the Sprout? Can he get in range of the Sprout? He does get in range of the Sprout, but the Quelling Date on the... Oh, but he cut the wrong tree. Delays him up a little bit. He gets the Malefice on him. Oh, but the Sand King stun finishes him off. They commit the Epicenter. I don't think they needed that with the 3 heroes they had. But still, that's a big kill. Kill the Sven. They do commit the Epicenter for it, but that's fine. It's definitely worth it to do a kill there. Meanwhile, down bot, the push lineup is very real, and they blow up this Faceless Void. They commit Macropyre, Pit of Malice, and the OD even is rotated bot. And just trying to put some pressure on the map while the Alchemist is still engaged in farming up his Radiance. So once he farms up that Radiance and maybe gets a Blade Mail, it's going to be a big problem for the OD. You don't really want to blow up the Alch when he has Blade Mail up. There's a decent chance he just kills you. So, and the Radiance burn is quite a lot of damage. Plus, if you Astral him, you just give him free time to regen and free time for his Radiance burn to affect you. So, yeah, you can see here, he just Acid Sprays the wave, and they aren't really like trying to punish or kill him. OD is actually kind of nice because you can Astral him to set up for your teammate stuns. Like when he has his ult up, if he's trying to run away from you, you just kind of put him in timeout for a while, and that timeout is... Yeah, get away, dog. Dog is freaking out at my feet. Being a pain. So. Meanwhile, Sven, he's got his Mask of Madness, got his treads, working on the Echo Saber. I really feel like he needs a blink just to kind of explode on top of them. Definitely needs to keep the Quell in his inventory as long as possible. Underlord, what items are he going for? Looks like he's just got Mana Boots, One Lace right now. Enigma should have his blink about now. Yeah, Enigma does have his blink, so they could probably smoke up and use the Black Hole for something. He actually is maxing Malefice in the Midnight Pulse, so his Black Hole won't be doing nearly as much damage as he normally would expect. Still, pretty passive game, 10-8. But they overall are out farming the Radiant team with the exception of this Alch, who's very fat. It's about 2.5k gold ahead, as Alchs are wont to do. And he's approaching ever closer to their Radiance, so he should be getting this Radiance around the 16-minute timing. Maybe 17 minutes Armlet Radiance. It's pretty good. Maybe it would have been better had they had some stacks prepared for him, but you really can't complain with an Alch, with a nurse to him, with those sort of timings. The real issue, of course, is will the Enigma and everyone else gotten enough? And this Witch Doctor might pay for this. The Enigma does have a blink, but Malefice is going to keep canceling that. So, or Maledict's going to keep canceling that. So, Witch Doctor's able just to walk away, get away from the Eidolons. Meanwhile, the Void's items, looks like he's going straight for the Vlads. Decent farming sport item, but I'm not sure how great it is this game, especially when you're kind of banking on the Elf, but maybe they're just banking on him getting fat and having a bunch of Ag Scepters. The push is nice with this Prophet. He's got the drums, he's got the phase. It's very difficult for them to respond to these pushes unless they're there. Meanwhile, the Sand King's looking to shadow the Sven, just pinging him out. Not going to do much though. Alch is getting pressure to the mid tower with Firestorm, but he does have his Radiance recipe and should have that shipped out to him soon. So yeah, he's going to have like a 16-minute Radiance basically. Radiance Armor, which is pretty darn good timings, especially against an OD. As well, you know, supports weren't stacking for him. He tried to stack once himself, but they blocked that. And, you know, with a few stacks, he definitely could have even gotten faster. But for now, this makes him so strong. Just an immense amount of teamfight damage that comes out, plus the aura is nice. Especially against OD. Like, OD doesn't build. Until he gets BKB, he's always going to be missing those hits. And the Nature's Prophet picks up the Drum Midas. Oh, and mid, looks like the Witch Doctor was getting a little too aggressive with warding mission, and gets caught out and killed. Looks like they're just going to group up to push mid. Sand King's finished his blink as well, so they now have a bunch of key items. They got a Midas up the Prophet, so he's going to continue to farm. The Void is actually pretty poor relative to his Alchemist. His especially given that the Midas is on the Prophet. Just the nature of the heroes. Meanwhile, the Asian World Builders are just going for the push. Warcry helps negate a lot of that acid spray and Midas armor. A couple fakes of the Underlord, and we've got some TPs in defend, but I think this tower is just going to die, right? Oh, the Alk stun's coming out. Gets on the hero, but there's really no one to engage here. They actually catch the Underlord out. He's going to try to ult himself out. The Sven still has his ult up, but looks like they're just going to bail after successfully get the tower. Oh no, he canceled the ult. Maledict's going to kill him? Yeah, Maledict does finish him off. Looks like Witch Doctor, yeah, he's going for the max Maledict build, so that hurts so bad. They didn't really, they got the tower. Oh, there's the Chrono onto the Sven, but can they put any damage in? Oh no, the Alchemist's going to stun himself here. They get the Astral Imprisonment to save the Sven, and the Void just gets drained out. They've got the Alchemist comes in, but his ult isn't up because mana is drained, and he just gets burst down. Oh, the neutral creeps got that! Wow. So, somehow when running on top of the Macropyre, the Thunderhead Hide, or the Prowler, somehow got the last hit, so... Well, here the Sven's pretty low, but with his Mask of Madness, he should be able to farm. He's almost got his Echo Saber up. But the Prophet's looking to keep the pressure on and just continues to push. OD will handle that. And meanwhile, bottom's already getting pushed in. No. Both sides are really pushing in. I guess they don't really want to do much with the Elk. He's working on his Boots of Travel. But with how greedy his team is, with the Void needing farm, with the Sand King wanting farm, with the Nature's Prophet naturally just sucking up a lot of the map. I don't really believe in their team. Like there's not much farm on the map. MP Alk just feels so awkward. Both heroes need so much gold, and if you do actually kill them, you're gonna naturally just the way they accelerate are gonna catch up so bad. So yeah, got a bit of a farm fest going on here. Hurricane Pike got on an OD, that's a pretty nice item. It really helps him get some good damage on the Alchemist, get some free insteals, and just the utility of extra range plus the 4 staff gets him on the OD. But still, with no might, it's going to be hard for him. Oh, the Sand King gets caught out with the Malefice, but the Sven is stunned top. Oh, they get the Ice Wall and the Sand King. Midnight pulses down, and the OD is just going to come in and finish him off. And with that, they're down their Sand King. They could easily look to push. They still haven't seen a... really seen a black hole, I don't think. And he went Blink first, so you usually think when you go Blink first on there, you're going to look to go smoke up and get some aggressive black hole plays. He's going back for the Midas, though, kind of realizing probably what's going on with the other team. Oh, the Ice Wall, oh, it just misses, and the Faceless Void's going to be able to get out. Meanwhile, up top, the Sven is just clearing up the creep wave. He's got his Echo Saber finished and is working on his Blink next, so with this Echo and the Mask of Madness, he hits incredibly fast. Just a matter of can he find a good stun to initiate in. Oh, they're moving to gank him. MP's coming in with the Sprout. They found him, but the Sand King stun comes in, then the Sprout. Now we get the Underlord trying to come in to save him, but he gets Maledicted up in the Sand King ult. Oh, there's the black hole, catches on to 2. They're going to wipe him out. Witch Doctor here has the misfortune of being there. So with 3-man gank, with the Underlord bringing in the Enigma and everyone else coming on in, they turn the fight. Ends up being a 3-for-1, and what looked like it was going to be a pretty darn good pick-off on the Sven. Turns into a bit of a disaster for the Asian World Builders. Or TTG, Asian World Builders are the dire team. So, looks like they're just going to push now with this is up. Black Hole is down, so is up center. I guess Chrono is the one thing to be afraid of, but going to Vlad's build, he is sitting pretty far behind. Only 1,000 gold behind the Enigma, and well far behind the Sven and the OD. But the Alk right now is doing Alk things. He's got his Boots of Travel, he's got his Radiance, he's got his Armlet. So now he's just going to TP around and just try to push his waves as fast as he can. Doing the same to his Underlord. Catches him actually with the stun. Will he be able to kill him? Yes, he is. And that just shows the power of the minus armor from the Acid Spray. -7 armor is a lot of minus armor. Plus with the Armlet and the Radiance, this Alk actually hits incredibly hard when he turns the Armlet on. plus all that burn damage. And the other thing to remember is this is a support Underlord, so he doesn't have his mech just yet. We'll see if they want to defend this top tier 2 tower. Looks like they're not positioning to do so though. Alchemist ult's going to be down in about 5-6 seconds, so they'll have a window maybe they can kill him in, but it doesn't look like they're going to even try. Okay, Enigma's coming in, but he's coming in pretty solo with no black hole. Oh, they've caught him out? No. Looks like they don't know where the rest of the heroes are, so they're backing off. You know, Mass Mana boots out, Hero and Enigma both filling everybody up. Enigma's close to that Midas, and Underlord's getting closer to the mech. Sven's item progression still hasn't gone anywhere, still working on his Blink Dagger. Death's on back a little bit, but it's okay, his team turned it into 3-for-1. And Void's just kind of slowly from the Ancients. Blink on the OD, maximize his mobility. I like this play a lot. I think this next time is definitely going to have to be a BKB though, but to have the Blink and the Hurricane Pike is incredibly hard to actually catch the hero. It's very annoying. But yeah, so, Alchemist is pulling ahead and pulling ahead solidly, but only 5k up isn't really enough, not until the Alchemist hits the critical mass. And the critical mass is coming, but not quite there yet. Needs his Manta still. Probably either his Octarine or BKB or some other item to tank him up. At which point, I think they can kind of just start running at structures. So it started out an exciting game. It was 8-7, about 8 minutes in. It's turned into a bit of a boring farm fest. So not the most exciting game out here. Bien Malcavelli is working on his BKB. I think that's probably the right call. No, I mean honestly, I like the Midas. Like, when you see some Chinese teams do this, like, you don't necessarily, you're not gonna like at a certain point, if the Alk isn't shut down immediately, like, it's very difficult to like take early game items and fight him. What you can do is like have a solid high ground team and just outscale the rest of his heroes. So maybe I think the Midas leaning was still the right call, but we'll see. If he gets a big BKB black hole that changes the game, you know, he can be pretty happy that his build worked out for him. Man, look at all these wards here. We've got 2 sentries just chilling. Got an obs here. They still haven't killed this sentry. And 2 more wards up here. And then 2 more wards here. They're really concerned about getting vision in this jungle for both teams. And the Alk's just kind of casually pushing into 4 heroes by himself. Sven have his blink. Sven does have his blink, so the Alk's able to walk away. Man, if they just wrapped around on him a little bit, kind of wondering if he's still there. You know, Void's got the Manta up, so that's the first big item that kind of will help really accelerate. Oh, Sven goes in, gets the God Strength and the Blink Stun in. Gets the kill on the thinking. Now the Alchemist is in serious trouble. He pops the Manta, but I don't think it's going to do much. Oh, he actually turns around and gets rooted up again, and the Alchemist is just deleted by the OD and the Sven's damage. Oh, and the Underlord ult looks like it was going in on bot tower maybe, but the tower was killed and it was cancelled. They used the Chrono onto the Jakiro along with the Witch Doctor ult, and then it's a dead Jakiro fairly quickly. But we've got TPs in response. They're going after the Witch Doctor. They get him. There's the black hole into 2 more, and it ends up being a full team wipe when 2 separate sequences in the draft on the map. 1 bot, 1 top, and all they lost was the Jakiro for it. Underlord actually went for the Veil build just to maximize some damage there. Synergizes pretty well with the Jakiro, but that's really it. Now they're gonna just push. They used black hole there, but that's okay. Chrono was already used to kill the Jakiro, so team fight ult wise, they still have the hammer, I believe. No, they used the hammer there. So OD ult, Sanity's clip is still down, but in the meantime, they've got only 1 hero left alive they can push. Only Eidolons, they don't have any creeps disable backdoor, so they actually aren't going to get anything out of this. And Alchemist immediately TP's top and is just going to keep pressuring. Uses the Manta aggressively, so they're moving in to kill the South again. They get the Pit of Malice on him. Firestorm does a little bit of damage. But with the Prophet's reinforcements coming in, they easily get this tower. Meanwhile, OD's got a haste and is looking to try to do something slick, but we'll see if he just backs off after this. No, just it's a game of farm. Their lanes keep getting pushed by this Prophet and the Alchemist, and they just aren't able to get the lanes pushed out. Looks like they're trying to do just that now, get grouped up. But I'm not sure where they think they should go from here. Maybe a smoke ink or some sort of invasion into the enemy jungle. This Elk's had all the space in the world after being pressured a little bit in lane. Looks like he's going to go blink into Octarine. I'm not sure about the blink, but meanwhile, we got a death ball coming down mid. Enigma's actually went top though, so they know they're a man down, and they're just getting ready to run at him. Sven doesn't have his blink because of the Radiance burn. They get the Wish Doctor killing. Coconut bounces onto the OD. They get the unstable concoction from there. Oh, they get the Chrono and the... oh, but they actually get the... because of the pit, actually prevented the Baseless Wish from doing very much. Oh, the Blink Epicenter comes in, cleans up the fight from there. Witch Doctor wasn't effective enough. They actually weren't able to bring down the Sven at all, and the OD goes down. The Underlord's going to kind of come back in, and ends up being a 4 for 2. Bit of a crazy sequence. The Underlord... do you have a Veil? Who had a Veil? Jakiro had the Veil, okay. Looks like they had a Veil, and the Underlord just Rain of Fire just did so much damage to them. I thought the fight was going better for them. It looked like it was going to be 4 for 2 with the Alk, but I guess his ult ran out and just gets bursted down. Meanwhile, the Sven's going pretty deep on this MP. Can't decide where to go, but yeah, he's just going to TP out here. I think he just wanted to farm there, but then he realized everyone was coming in, and that would be problematic. Yeah, Wish Doctor immediately TPs in, was looking to maybe catch that Sven. Jakiro buys a smoke, finally says, hey guys, let's get a smoke when we try those, just go fight them in the Alka lineup. I think that's a good play. Still, the Alka is 6k ahead. The Sven's keeping rough parity with him, like, it's the whole thing, like, Alk needs to be items ahead. So he's ahead 6k gold, so that's good, but is it going to be enough to carry this game off? Especially when he is looking like he wants to go, yeah, Octarine into Ags, so start pulling Ags. He does pick up the Blink. A little bit more initiation from them, other than the Sand King. He's had his blink heals now. It looks like they're going to smoke in on this. Yeah. It looks like they decided against it. Underlord's TPing the bot, trying to help push out this wave again. It's just split push is the name of the game. Both teams just kind of farming as groups right now. Sven's level 20 though, so he's getting there. Levels are good. Void's item progression. He's getting close to his Manta, but still, I just don't feel like he's that relevant still. He doesn't... I mean, he has his Chrono, which is nice, but it doesn't really do much damage. Oh, and it looks like they caught the Sand King out. Looks like he's getting adventures around the Roche Pit, and they just pop, they didn't pop God Strength, just the OD right-click some. Now Sven pops his, ultimate just to start tearing down Roche, but they know what's happening. They have a Nature's Prophet and a Chrono. They could definitely go for the Aegis Snatch here. Oh, it looks like we have a bit of a fight on the back end here. Oh, the Coconut's gonna... Nope. It's gonna be enough to kill the Enigma. No, they're split pushing bot with the Nature's Prophet. Enigma might die here. One more tick of the Maledict. I think he's dead. Yep, they do get a king on Enigma, but they do get to secure the Aegis, so that's not the worst trade there from Asian Wall Builders. You trade one core for an Aegis secure, that's pretty good. But yeah, this Alchemist is beginning to be a problem. He's got his Octarine now. Yeah, he's very close to his Octarine. His illusions are getting incredibly tanky. He's now level 21. He opted not for the stats or the health, so... not the greatest tank build, but you know, he's level 21 with armlet on terrain, so he's still pretty tanky compared to what he could be if he wasn't so far ahead. He's now up 7k gold. Yeah, it just feels like they're able to get so much lane pressure. It's difficult, but in actual fights, unless they get a good chrono or pick, I don't think they can fight into Black Hole and OD ult. So from here, it's just a matter of we farm up and who gets picks. Looks like just the aggressive. Yeah, we got a Shadowblade Drum, Maelstrom on this MP. He's just looking to do the same thing Alka is, just push every lane. Actually, I would think both of them would maybe have more money with how those ways game's gone, but this Alk's all alone. They might catch him with the Astral. Nope, they canceling out blinks with his illusions. Sven is running forward with the Master Madness, but he's able to just get away. If he was able to get the Astral Imprisonment on him, he'd definitely been dead. It's kind of the line you gotta play with the Alk, though. Just keep pressuring them all around. He's gonna go pick up his Octarine next. He now has Octarine, so now his ult uptime is a good deal higher. Still not great compared to what was pre-nerf. But yeah, so man, the Dire just seem to be built in their base, but oh, looks like they finally caught someone out with some of their vision. Sand King's in trouble, gets the Yules off, gets stunned up, and just blown up. So now it's going to be 4v5 again. They're pushing both top and bot. Underlord's coming in to be push bot. So he's going to enjoy all the extra farm. Meanwhile, Alk just continues to just bounce from lane to lane, same as Prophet. Not really looking to fight, just looking to split push. I think this is a mistake. I think they really have to start sieging at some point with this Alk. Alk's obviously still has this half room to grow, can potentially get moon shards for people, ags for people, and then beyond that he can certainly replace some of his items. Like you could replace Radiance with a better fighting item at a certain point, you could replace Armlet with a full heart, or an AC potentially. That's usually what I do, but it looks like he's queued up the Ags, so they're really going to look to stretch this game out and just try to, you know, Ags on this Prophet, Sand King, and the Void, and just really enable them to have bigger impact with those ults. So this is just kind of this tense period where the split push of the TTG squad is too much for the Radiant to handle. They can get these occasional pickoffs, but that's it. And so I'm not sure what to think about the late game's prospects. The fact that they aren't really pushing into high ground though makes me worry about them. Because Sven, OD, Do-Scale, and Enigma are three incredibly good scaling heroes, and then they have a lot of AoE control with the Jakiro in there. They're TPing in top. Looks like they want to fight up top. Oh, they almost catch the Wish Archer does glimmer himself up. Marquis is just going to clean up this wave. And again, it's just a bit of a farm pest with the Alchemist running around in circles. With this blink, it's actually really hard to catch him. Oh, they get the Astral Imprisonment. They're going to get the Pit of Malice down. Yep, he gets his ult off, but I don't know if this is going to work. I don't see how he gets out of this one. The percentage damage is too real from the Firestorm. And there comes the hammer. And that's big. They need to pick off this out consistently. Meanwhile, bot, they're just trying to wrap him completely. And they killed the Sven out, but Sven just pops his BKB and is just running at people. The Void tries to get away, get Malphus up, and just gets chunked down. So they lost the Aegis there. They lost the Jakiro. But that's a pretty good trade. You get out to kill the Void. It looks like you did Chrono to get the pop that Aegis. And now they're just going to push mid. Sven ult will be down, but Alchemist is going to be in a position where he's going to have to buy back potentially to save this tier 3. It just depends on how hard they push. And the Underlord's just pushing out bot. He's now got his mech pipe, so he adds a lot of tank to the team. So it just feels like the team fight on the Dire is just superior, and it's all about can they get their lanes pushed into the position where they can get that. And Sven did not get the memo that they were not going in, because OD said ping back. Instead, the Sven's just going to die. Oh, there's the blink black hole onto 3. OD is able to freely punch the last hit. They don't have detection, though, but nice BKB LT. That catches 3 out. They get 2 kills in the black hole, and I think they got a kill earlier. So now, they're just going to lose the tier 3 quickly. I don't think they can get more than that, though. Oh, looks like they're going to try for it. This Enigma's pretty low. They do have God Strength in 4 seconds, but... Oh, he pops his Mask of Madness right before OD tries to save him with the Astro, but isn't able to. Looks like OD's going to pay for since he self-astrals himself to protect himself. And is able to blink out. Oh, what a nice play. The stun on the Alchemist didn't go off in time. They've got a Pit of Malice. Nice Force Staff out by them. If he puts down the Pit now, he might be able to go. And Jakir looks like he has his own Force Staff. Yes. It's a double push stick, and they're able to get the OD out. Well played by him. So they get the tier 3, only loses Sven, and I don't think they bought anyone back, though. Nope. That was a big kill on Sven, though, who went a little too aggressively here. Yeah, hey Ninja. Yeah, these two teams are, I believe, in the SEA Division B, might be Division C, because I saw a lot of 3Ks and 4K, and a few 4Ks, so I think that usually ends up being in Division B. But I don't know what the SEA MMR brackets are. They might be different based on their formula. So, yeah, I don't know these two teams. Like, they were fighting constantly. It was like 8-7, 8 minutes in, but now it's just like super greed. So it hasn't been the most exciting. So, but yeah, from here, Alchemist kind of moves up aggressively, just trying to aggressively pressure while they have the Sven dead, try to mute forces buyback. They catch out the Underlord, but the Alchemist just walks into an Ice Wall. Oh, they get the Chrono out, and the Epicenter comes in, gets onto 2, but the Alchemist is so low, I don't know if they... OD pops his BKB and just freely slamming on the OD. Force Staffs himself away from the Witch Doctor. They're trying to catch up on this Alchemist, but isn't able to. Oh, but the Sven has come in with his own BKB and God Strength, and they just delete the Alch there. The OD's finally able to lay down the hammer, finishes off 1, and ends up being a 3 for 2. Bit of a crazy one too, and meanwhile MP at some point TP'd out of that fight and immediately went bot and just started pushing. Yeah, it does stay up from 3Ks. Yeah, I think he was 3K. Let me look. Yeah, he's 3K. It was popped up briefly. It said like solo 3.2. So yeah, who knows? Like I said. You can definitely be higher skilled than there, but yeah, I just don't see how the Elks team wins these fights. Like, I feel like they're going to stall out this game. Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, if he's like an Elk spammer or something, like, I don't know. I think Manta Dodge is something like even 2K people will try, like, but usually you don't succeed. But there's a lot of good stuns to dodge here. Like, the Sven Stormhammer is quite easy to see coming. So... yeah, 3Ks can do things. Oh, and again, the Nature's Prophet is looking to split push, but he's able to Hurricane Pike himself away. Sven claims the tower bot, and again, I feel like this game is going to stall out just because of the split push potential on the Radiant, but they didn't. His second plus, yeah, so you got to be very comfortable with Mantas, all the uses of it aggressively in. Oh, and the Prophet does get out. Nicely played by him. He's able to Shadow Blade TP, it looked like, to get out of there. Pit of Malice gave them vision that he was there, but looks like they didn't have detection or a stun to stop his TP, actually. But yeah, they have BKB, Black Hole. They've got... okay, they're smoking up now. They've got the Sven Blink. They've got the Blink Black Hole. No mobility on the Underlord. Oh, and Sven just... blew the smoke on an illusion, so that's grand. And yeah, you can see Orange and the Void says push the Spide lanes here. They're just desperately trying to split push, but if they just run down mid, I don't know if they can run down mid. They're going to be able to claim the Shrine, but the Alk's already pressuring top. His illusions are not auto-attacking though. There he goes. Okay, you see the TP reaction, you got to get out. Oh, they actually get their TPs canceled by a Chrono. 3-man Chrono, but just to cancel the TPs, which means Alk should be able to just claim this Rax, maybe? Underlord's TPing in. The Alk doesn't know what he wants to do, isn't committing for the Rax, he's just kind of running around with the chicken with his head cut off, trying to be annoying. Pops up his stun. He's got a blink, maybe he can... oh no. Actually, I think that one cancel is stun. Oh, but he gets ice walled up. He's just gonna get OD just chucked down by the damage. Yeah, that was actually a really good cancel, but it looked like they didn't call it, so he kind of hesitated and wasn't able to get the racks. The MP, though, comes in and does the job. Looks like he's taken the extra treants. Yep, he's got +4 treants. He's got a million treants. And the OD does not have detection? No. OD is travels, a necessity this game with all the rat, and a moon shard, so going straight for the damage build. I can respect that. Yeah, I thought that Cancel Void was better than it ended up being. Like, they ended up getting the range racks after the MP comes in, but I thought they were going to get a full interaction and the Alpha was going to be able to get out. That's how good of a cancel that was. But instead, we're just going to have casual range tracks, keeping that lane pushed a little harder, and they're going to claim Roche off this. They really got to just, like, look at the MP. It says it's 4 staff, just TPs in, puts out all these treants. I like them using Underlord here. He will have his ult in 55 seconds. They can have this Underlord just keep pushing top and then push themselves. But the Sand King keeps pushing here, so there's pressure bot as well to alleviate. He probably said keep pushing, but it's the whole hesitation, like, man, do I really trust my Void player? Like, I ran into that situation earlier, yesterday, like, they kept saying, AM, you gotta keep pushing, but, you know, I'm constantly, like, flicking back and forth, and I'm sure I wasn't as efficient as I could have been, because, yeah, they were saying I was good to keep pushing. I didn't really trust them to, you know, are they calling all the TPs? Who's all visible? Like, you kind of want to, like, when you feel like you're like the carry that needs to carry the game, oftentimes you don't trust the team to make that call necessarily. Yeah, the shrines being exposed for both teams is big, so they take away those aggro points. I don't know if they're going to be able to take the shrines, though. Like, I feel like anyone who goes near them is going to die. Looks like we have an axe given out to somebody. I heard the animation there. The Jakiro decides to go on the elk, but I don't think he's going to like this, and Sand King gets him stunned up. He's going to Yules himself, but all this just means he dies all that much slower. But meanwhile, mid, though, Sven just pops his BKB, has his Monkey King bar committed, and they're just going for this Rax. I like this a lot. Like, oh, you're killing our Jakiro. Here comes a Blink Epicenter into the Chrono, into the Disable Concoction. And this looks like they're going to be able to burst on this Sven. No, he does get his BKB off. Oh, wow, the Underlord is still alive somehow. All of that, and they aren't able to finish them off. They're going to need a buyback out of Sven. Oh, they do get the buyback out of the Alchemist. Oh, gets out but leaves the OD behind. Oh man, come on, sad trombone that. You gotta sad trombone that. Oh, they didn't sad trombone that. Meanwhile, while that was all happening, Nature's Prophet, doing Nature's Prophet things, just took top laner Axe, got the melee. Yeah, the OD damage was nuts, but then the Underlord left him behind, and the Alchemy's back, and he's just gonna claim this mid-tier 3, but he's in trouble himself. Black Hole's up. They should just kill him. Yep. Black Hole's out, and that's a very dead Alchemist. That's a dieback on him, and that could be the end of the game, potentially. I'm not sure. This Sven is super YOLO on his own. He's still got the Aegis, and he's just kind of running in. Gets caught by the Witch Doctor. Now the... Oh, he's getting Artesied. Oh, this poor Sven. He's getting full Artesied. Oh, that's these Aegis, but they have Chrono and they have Sprout. Okay, they just Chronoed him when they had Sprout instead, but whatever. This Sven is super dead. Now he gets sprouted through his BKB. Yep, this is the full Arteezy. I mean, I think it was game over, but the Sven just ran in there on his own and just gets sprouted, just dies. I've got BKB, I've got Aegis, I'm invulnerable. You can't deal with trees. Sorry. So that's going to mean no Sven to really punish this Elk BB. So what I thought was the GG call going to be the GG. Instead, they live a game. Yeah, I don't think it's just the Rax. I think that was game over. Like, Odie would respawn. Odie has Travels and Cheese. If they just group up, push, you know, top lane, say, just push top lane as a team, Odie could then de-push whatever lane he was up in, and then just TP bin, and they could just go fight. And they'd have like 30-40 seconds before the Alk would be back up. Definitely Leonard X. Maybe 2 lanes, maybe the whole game. Just depends how fast they were able to arrange the pushing. They've caught the Sand King out though. There's the damage. He uses himself up. Let's see if he's able to get out of this. he does have his Ags. He actually built it himself. Looks like the Ags was given to the... Oh, and it looks like they've rat. Have they caught the rat? Oh, they're trying. Oh, he just gets away. They weren't able to find him. The rat was out. Man, who did he give the Ags to? Okay, he gave the Ags to the Void. Okay, so they manually built the Ags on the Sand King and the Witch Doctor, and then oh, nice blink Yules on the... Oh, they found him? No, okay, they did find him with the Force Staff, but he wasn't able to get the Yules off in time. And the Rat Dota is so very real, but they caught the Alchemist again. Oh, but there is a Chrono onto the OD. The OD is down again. The Sven is just respawning now, and the Alch, who was caught, I said, but looks like he said they were catching them. And this OD, the Underlord's so tanky, he's able to just get out. But now there's no OD. He's going to have to buy back. They're going to have to siege, and what I thought was going to be a GG call. Yeah, he is just keeping on the lanes. Like, I don't like the combo of Alch MP overall, because I feel like they both eat all the map. They live this Void kind of poor, but the Void's kind of a good carry to be poor, at least. You know, he's just got the Chrono still, and the split push threat that they presented is pretty darn good. Still no buyback on the OD. They should be able to just go siege. Yeah, they're just splitting here. Look at this. The Alchemist is just getting bot racks. The OD has to buy back here. It's so hard for them to defend. Underlord's running at him, but gets the Pit of Malice on him. Doesn't have Manta just yet. Oh, the Sven comes in, just kills the Illusion. Oh, they get the Chrono onto the Sven. They might be able to blow down the Sven, but they have the Enigma still in there. They get the Epicenter off, but the BKB Sven did get his BKB off. There's the Black Hole onto no one. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is just kind of sitting by the side of the fight, throwing out acid sprays and just chilling. And they're slowly getting damage to the racks, but they haven't been able to get critical damage yet. Oh, the Alch, though, he doesn't have an Assault Cuirass or anything like that. Just gets shredded by this Sven. Malefice combined up with no BKB and no armor, he's actually dies. And what I thought could have been a GG potentially, because they split and had 2 racks, they didn't end up getting much anything. They do take some Oh no! The Void goes back in? I thought he was just going to get out. He goes in and gets the melee racks. He's getting the well-playeds, but he's getting chased. He blinks away again. Is he going to get out of this? Is he going to get out of this? Oh, the Sven! 2 ships passing in the night. And I think... oh, jeez! This whole game is pretty crazy. This game was super boring for about 20 minutes, but now it's getting real entertaining. The rat is so very real. Nature's Prophet's still got buyback. He's got plenty of gold, so they're in a situation where they have to worry about getting ratted at all times. Alch has his TP boots here. This top lane pushing is they've got the security pushing it, but let's see what they can get done. They can't get megas because of the tier 2 top, which Sven just pops Warcry, pops God Strength, and it looks like they're just going to end this. Can they end it is the question. They're going straight into the tier 4s. Oh, they get the nice Chrono. Sven blinks out in front of it, but they're going to kill the Underlord. They actually Yules up the Sven and stun him up, nicely kiting up the Sven. Odie pops his BKB, but everyone's getting back. Oh, the Nature's Prophet's found. Oh, but they don't have detection. Okay, they do have detection now. They get him. The Sand King comes in. They kited out the Sven's BKB. The Hammer comes out and is able to do some good damage, but the MP still has buyback, and they're very committed. Cheese is eaten, and this OD is controlled up, and they bought back everyone. They bought back the MP. They bought back the Sand King. The Sven buys back, but he needs to get out. He TP booted in, but by the time he was able to get in, the OD was so deep by the tier 4s, he's dead already. Meanwhile, the Alchemist, after having gone in and killed, is immediately pushing bottom lane. This is super risky because they did have to buy back 2 of their cores, but if they can kill the Sven, they could potentially end this game. So, okay, that's my Beagles causing issues from there. Yeah, all the ultis are up on Radiant. They did, yeah. Okay, there's the 2 buybacks. Everyone's buying back. Let's see if they keep pushing this. They do have a Black Hole, but he needs to get mana up first. And it looks like they made the call to back. They've already taken 1 shrine, and they're just going to Roche? No, Roche is down. Oh, respawn in 5 seconds. Are they not going to check again? Oh, no, they're not going to check in front. Yeah, this is a really entertaining game, actually, like, at this point of it. Like I said, there was this time period where after the initial lane phase, like, everyone was just kind of farming and pretty boring, the occasional pick-off. Oh man, Roche popped up like 5 seconds after they looked. That's so unfortunate for the Radiant team. And now they're just kind of positioning aggressively, see if they can get a chrono pick or a, you know, blink black hole. Anything can really turn this game pretty quick. Enigma is sitting close to his Octarine, which will give him even more black holes. I mean, black holes basically always going to be out of every fight. But Sven's got his boots of travel too. Looks like he's maxed out. I don't like the boots of travel too when you still have an Echo Saber, that's for sure. And a Mask of Madness both there. Yeah, the illusion spam is very real. Man, they're even sitting in illusions at the Ranger Axe now. BKB Void. Is he just gonna chrono? No. He just blinked BKBs. Yeah, just a BKB charge, you get a quick Ranger Axe. It's not bad. I mean, it was a 7-second BKB, but, you know, not bad at all. They haven't rechecked Roche again with the Treants or something, though. I feel like this is a mistake. MP is getting close to 25. Imagine at that point he'll get the teleport cooldown removal. It's actually so good. I much prefer that to the Treant Strength. Like, the Treant Strength's nice against a lot of lineups, but against the Sven, Underlord, Jakiro, I don't think it's worth it. But we'll see what he goes. I could see arguments either way. Oh, they caught out the Sand King. He yields himself up. Oh, but his blink gets canceled there, and the Sven just blinks in and kills him. No buyback on the SK. So now they have to be very cautious. Oh my goodness! The Void! Does he have his BKB? You know, he probably could have BKB chronoed that and taken it. Oh, the Void blinks out. Oh, he catches 2, gets 2 in the chrono, but there's no backup here. He's basically just zoning them. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is just getting the mid-racks. Oh, he killed the Sven! Sven doesn't have buyback! Oh, what a play by that Chrono. I didn't think he had the damage, but I guess with the Mjolnir. And they're going to get Megas off this. Oh. He gets... I don't think they can kill him. If he just commits to this... No. Oh, there's the black hole. Yeah, you're not getting out of this. BKB on the OD. Pops the hammer. And they just clean them up. Still. No buyback on the MP now. No buyback on the Sven. And they only have a single rack standing. Unfortunately, the Rat himself was standing there. He did get the teleport cooldown, and they're very short for Megas, but with those 2 heroes dead with no buyback, they might be able to win this game on this push. I think they're going to be able to win this game now. They buyback the Alk, so it will be a 3-on-4. Yeah, just a melee Rex. Yeah, because Odie had to buy back, didn't he? Okay, they buy back the Elk. Yeah, I think the Elk should have bought back earlier, because if he'd bought back immediately, he could have started pushing out the lanes. They buy back the Void now. Void does have his Chrono up. This is all on the Void Chrono. Oh, the Elk goes in, blinks in aggressively, catches the stun out in the Underlord. Oh, he gets the Chrono on the Underlord. Will they have the damage to kill him? This Underlord's so tanky. He BKBs up towards the end of his Chrono. Oh, they stun him out. He's dead. Okay, the Underlord's dead. He has no buyback. So they force 2 buybacks out on their own. But now they have the odd man advantage, and the Nature's Prophet having no teleport cooldown, he can get anywhere they are. Oh, they spot out the Roche. This is actually pretty big. He's going to stun himself just for fun, because that's what you do sometimes. Yeah, the Ag's cooldown and chrono reduction is actually so big. It's not a huge reduction at level 3, but it was put to really good use. It's always up. Now they're getting an Aegis for their Void, I think? I think you give it to Void, right? Yeah. You can get rid of his Vlads, pick it up, give the cheese to the Alk. Yeah, Alk gets cheese. Maybe they'll get the Aegis. Okay, they give the Alk the Aegis, Void the cheese. Or which side for the cheese? They're telling Void to go get the cheese. Yeah. Void should get the cheese. Okay, somebody get the cheese. They can't decide who wants the cheese. The answer is no one gets the cheese. What the hell? I'm so confused. Okay. Anywho, looks like they're going to try Death Push. Well, they still have a man advantage, but with Black Hole up, I don't know if they can do this. The hammer's down for a little bit, but Black Hole is everything. But yeah, they're just trying to pressure these racks. Send illusions. Oh, he's going to stun himself. What? Oh, no. Okay, nice dodge there. Oh, they get the creeps on the tower, but they're going to clean that up. Oh, they get the Chrono onto the OD. Oh, the Sven gets caught in the Chrono. There's the Blink Stun. There's the Sven. The OD's down for good. They get the Black Hole onto 2, and they're both dead. And the Sven does manage to live, but there's the racks. Oh, he gets the racks. And the Alchemist is still up with the Aegis, and I think this is going to be GG, because the Prophet, look at these Treants. They're just going for it. There's no buybacks left on the OD. They're all dead, and GG is called out by the Dire side. And that will be it for the first game of this series. Yeah, and the cheese is still just sitting in the pit, I think. Yeah. Oh, it looks like the GG was canceled? I'm confused by this. They've got Tenacious Prophet. Alchemist is coming back in, but he just kind of walks into it. Doesn't have much mana. The creeps are taking care of the damage. I don't think they stall this out, but they definitely cancel there. Okay, they killed the Prophet. There's no buyback on him. Alchemist still has the Aegis, though. They're just chasing him around. What's Prophet's buyback off cooldown? Let's go to buyback status. It's on cooldown for 37 seconds. He should be able to buy. Oh, the SK said GG. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, they've got a decent lineup for Megas if they can repel this Alk. They did kill him once, but... Oh, he's standing in a Macro Prior and a Rain of Fire. He's veiled up. He's actually just dead! Did they just lose this game? Did they just get Mega'd and lose this game? Like, are they just gonna win now with the Megas? Oh my goodness. I think they might. They can defend against Mega. Sven's up, OD's up. Alk's dead for 100 seconds. Void's up. When's Alk's buyback off cooldown? His buyback's off 4 minutes. Yeah. I mean, they've got the team for it. They've got Boots of Travel too. They've got a Sven to push out with Mega Creeps. They've got an Enigma. They've got a Jakiro who can... Yeah, Jakiro. They all have Boots of Travel now. Jakiro has Ags and took the... oh, he took the Ice Path duration. But he has Ags. That's why it did so much damage. I think they just win. Yeah. Just back in the cheese. Or just stay alive. Just don't die. Like, you've got Megas... You're not going to be able to take the throne by yourself against those 3 heroes. How much farm they have. Man, they need the chrono of a lifetime here. Ooh. Wait, SK just TP'd in? Look at SK! MP's coming in, though. MP's in! They don't have Glyph? Do they have Glyph? They have Glyph. Okay, the Enigma's coming back. Oh, they killed the Underlord. Looks like the fight's going on here. They caught the Underlord with the Chrono and were able to kill him. Meanwhile, the MP's just coming in. They killed the Jakiro now. MP's just fighting and the creeps are going nuts. He BKBs to catch out. Oh, wow. The Void is in. Void just kills him. He runs out. Alchemist is back up. Buyback on them, but no buyback on the Enigma. And, okay, they didn't manage to pull it off. The Rat was too good. The Rat SK plus the MP coming back up. And Tutuy, Victor Gaming victory. I thought the Alchemist had kind of thrown it, but man, that was a back and forth game. So, that was nuts. So, well, that was game 1 of a best of 2. And we'll go right into game 2 because honestly, that was pretty exciting. I was thinking I was gonna have to take a break and play a game myself because I was